Welcome back to Grand Tactician The Civil War. This is Worms and Warriors. We're about to head into episode 9 of this playthrough, and things are in a bit of a pickle here. We are in a pretty tight spot. Before we get started, let's have a quick look at the frontline status. As you can see, immediately what points out to me is this, which is Butler's force, the army of the Gulf, which kind of come up from the south here. They didn't go for New Orleans at all. They just came up, I don't know. I don't even know which way they took. We kind of just spotted them up around here somewhere, and they've been pushing up north ever since. We've sent down Hardy to try and chase him down, but he managed to avoid us. And we're just going to push up after him, see if we can trap him somewhere and bring him to battle. We are recruiting some troops into the Mississippi district. These guys are going to go out and reinforce anywhere that's needed, basically, which is everywhere. We are short on manpower. We are at 153,000 in the field. They're 225,000. We're evenly matched here overall. Casualties, fairly even as well. 40,000 to us, 55 to them. That's not a good thing. Let me assure you that. So we need to start turning things around. We just fought a battle in the Shenandoah Valley, which we did manage to achieve a major victory, but, I mean, it was sketchy. Let's just say we lost too many men. If you missed that, why not head back and check it out? But anyway, so for now, we're kind of trying to consolidate here in Virginia and keep these guys at bay. I'm not sure how this is going to go exactly. We are besieging Fort Monroe down here. We're sending Bragg up with his brand new troops here, the Army of the South. They're going to see if we can recapture New Bern. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we're going to find out. We've got Kirby Smith over here, who I'd like to do some offensive actions with, but we've only got 11,000 men, and we are facing a lot of men up here. Mountain Department, 12,000. Morgan's Command, who we've already kicked their butt once, 5,500. And then the Kanawha Division, who we've also just done over with Kirby Smith's force, but 2,400. So combined, they can definitely cause us some problems. But that's not to say we won't push them up north once we get some more troops in from this Mississippi district. These guys, this is an administrative unit, so they're going to all be farmed out basically to the different units. We've got Van Dorn sitting here with his army. We've got the army of Tennessee recuperating after a massive battle over here, which we also managed to win, which was nice. But then another issue you might have noticed on the front lines is that we are starting to lose territory in Arkansas, and that's because this army has come down here, the Army of the Southwest. Beauregard's army is not really in a good place to fight. We've got Whitewood's brigade coming across. That's the Yell County Rifles. They'll be there in 4 days, and they'll bring some much needed experience, battle experience, and weapons. They've got Springfield rifle muskets, so that's important. Although actually maybe these guys haven't even taken part in the battle. I thought they had with Van Dorn's army, because they were with Van Dorn. I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess, but either way, they're bringing decent weapons with them. I've managed to scrape together some Springfield muskets for Green's brigade, but Maxey still on mixed muskets, and the Indian cavalry here all still mixed weapons, which is not great. I've reinforced Fort Smith slightly with some troops from Texas, from the other Texas forts, so we've got these guys joining them there, the Fort Towson garrison, which let's just rename them to something else. And this other unit will rename them as well. So they're moving up from Texas, and they're going to join this defense, which is going to take it to about 800 men. I mean, it's not really much of a force, but it might slow them down a little bit. They're going to be 3 days for these guys, the 2nd Texas Vols. And the 3rd Texas Volunteers are going to be a little longer at 15 days. They come from a bit further south. So that's pretty much stripped Texas bare of troops. I've replaced them with some guys from Kansas, but they're going to take a while to get in there. But, I mean, nothing's happening in Texas at the moment, so it's fine. We've got Lovell, who was down here to guard New Orleans, but I can't see any threat in New Orleans just now, so they're going to move up into the Trans-Mississippi area towards Little Rock and see what's what over there. We've got this little squadron over here. I'm just going to move them over towards Little Rock. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop the army from crossing if they push south or whatnot. I will keep Beauregard here with his little army at Carrollton and see what these do. I mean, they might come and attack us there, and if they do, we'll fight them. I was thinking, if we get engaged in the east, which I suspect we might, I might just auto-resolve that because our troops are spread out. And if you auto-resolve, at least then the other units are going to join in that fight. But I really don't know if that will happen. So let's just get started here. The date is the 5th of May, 1862. So we are getting into the campaigning season proper here. We've got D.H. Hill pushing towards Buchanan, where we know there are some Union troops there. And there we are. This is the Virginia contact. So 36,000 of them, which, I mean, it looks all right on paper because we can field 50,000. But if you look at the times, 12 hours, 16 hours, 39 hours, 31 hours. And we've got lots of low morale troops in there as well. 40 now. So I mean, they're really dispersed, and I think if we auto this, I think that'll be better. I mean, I don't know, but I'm going to try and auto resolve this one. It just means that the troops are going to move in closer. They're all going to be available, and I think it's going to work out better in the long run. But I mean, I could be wrong, of course. Magruder'll stay fresh. He'll not be involved in this, so if he can take Fort Monroe, that would be awesome. You've got to keep an eye on what else is going on, though. Of particular concern is this. I mean, where are they going to go? In terms of weapons, we haven't got much. We have got some stuff on order, but it's all still miles away. And we only got a few hundred of each different kind of musket and rifle available. It's just, it's no good at the moment, to be honest. And Hardy chasing these guys around everywhere. I mean, it's ludicrous, really. Oh, but it looks like he is going for Fort Smith. I'm surprised about that. I really thought he was going to take this army on. Still 3 days for the Yell County Rifles to join us there. And we've lost sight of this army. I mean, they're clearly up here. Concerned with this battle over here. I hope I haven't made a big mistake by auto-manifesting. I've been doing a lot of work at the moment with manifest mail for our work. But no, I didn't mean manifest. Auto-resolve. Oh, I haven't made a mistake auto-resolving that. Siege of Fort Monroe. We had 56% chance of victory. That's nice. We haven't spotted these guys. It is a concern. And how fast is the army of the Southwest marching? I mean, they're marching faster than our guys can sail up the river. Beauregard's army hasn't even started moving, and he's covered this whole distance in that time. So where the heck's he gone? Where is he gone? And why is he marching on the roads? We're right next to the rail lines. Just get the damn train. Lovell's made good ground though. I mean, he's moved up from New Orleans up past Vicksburg, heading towards Little Rock. Victory at Fredericksburg, the first corps, that's the enemy first corps retreating. Right, so that's that battle we auto-manifest again, auto-resolved over in Virginia. Let's have a quick look here. The enemy suffered 2,100 casualties. We lost 2,300. I mean, this always happens if you auto-resolve, but I mean, to be fair, I think that's actually okay. It's okay. So let's just, I'm going to pause it a moment. We need to take stock of what's happening here. So our guys have converged over this way. D.H. Hill has come all the way up. We've got a third perk unlocked. We'll go with the field telegraph for the Army HQ. Everyone's kind of bunched up around Fredericksburg. I'm going to send the first corps back down here towards Lynchburg. I mean, I know it's a little bit risky because it's a large corps, but I want to see what's happening down here. I'm going to promote Bate. He's a division commander. I'm sure he wasn't that before. But what's probably happened is a commander's died and he's been bumped up without it telling you. Sometimes it doesn't tell you on here. Henry Heath, no, he died in the last battle. Loring and Hood, yeah, they were all wounded in that battle. But I'm sure Bate was not this commander here. He was the commander of one of these. He's the commander of the 29th Infantry, definitely. Tennessee Infantry. But that's okay. He's looking solid, actually, so I'm going to promote him. It'll cost him a slight bit of points, but that's alright. McCall, he looks alright, actually. Let's leave him in there for now. So I think our fleet arrived just in time to stop him from crossing there. I think. I mean, it should have done. There's no way he should be able to cross there. I mean, I know it's only a gunboat, but, you know, still, that's a bit of an obstacle. He's just teleported straight past. How can that be? How did he just do that? I mean, I'm going to pause this. Butler's withdrawing. From where? To where? From there to somewhere. How has this Union force down here, how's the Army of the Southwest, how did they manage to teleport past our fleet and past the Fort Smith garrison? Just like that. Just like that. How can that even be? Can somebody explain that to me? You can't, because this is bullshit. What are they eating? They've got nothing to eat down here. Well, Lovell's going to come up towards Little Rock and then, you know, we'll see what's what there. And he's pulling up towards the north. That suits us fine. Absolutely fine, but this is not suiting me very fine at all. I'm going to pause it. Poindexter is at destination. Now, this is one of our fleets. Sent him out to these trade nodes because he's got the this Sea Raider perk. And I want them to blockade these trade nodes. I think they will. It just takes a little time for it to flick over. We've lost sight of these guys completely. They've just disappeared. But like, I don't know what they could possibly be eating, especially in this area of Arkansas, which is like the terrain's terrible. There's no real supply depots here anywhere. The towns are small. How can they be... Like, what are they eating? How is all this in Union control? The coal mines and things like that. It's bullshit. Yeah, so we've got Union armies just teleporting around the place. Avoiding our fleets, avoiding forts. You know, it's garbage. Oh, what's going on here? And why did this not even tell us this was happening? This is a fleet battle, which we're clearly going to lose. This is a huge Union fleet. Our fleet is very small. We've all got disabled and sunk ships. Well, why didn't you pull out of there, sir? I don't know. You going to fight there to the last man? Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what these guys are doing. And I really don't know where they could possibly be going. It doesn't make any sense to me that they're just wandering around southern Arkansas. They're up here now. How? Looks like Lovell might have a fight on his hands. Have we got anything to upgrade these troops with? We've got some Napoleons. Let's go ahead and give them. So the order for our Napoleons is ready. Let's just have a look. I think we've probably already given most of them out, to be fair. Yeah, we've got one left. Disaster at Galveston, alright. Not as much of a disaster as this is with these guys just marching around. I'm going to level up on a forced march. I mean, I'll try to avoid that where possible, but it looks to me like it's necessary. Only 5,500 men in Lovell's force. 8,500 here in the Army of the Southwest. Another disaster at sea. Chasing our boys all over the place here. The Gulf blockading squadron. The Army of the Gulf just here. I mean, what the hell, man? Where did they go all the way around? Look at the speed that they're moving at. Look at the speed. I suspect they're going to come out as the Mississippi District. Why have we not engaged them? Well, they're pulling out. I mean, but where the hell are they pulling off to? A very frustrating episode, this one. I'd like to see Beauregard's men moving a little faster as well, but it's just not happening. Can't force march them either. Let's see if we can drive these Union forces away. They've got no supply. They do outnumber us a lot, but I suppose if they stand and fight, we'll have to pull back. Alright, so here's this battle then. A small fight, but it's going to be an important one. They've got 40 guns. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this. I can't believe how slow Beauregard has moved and how quickly they've managed to get there, even though they've got no supply. Well, it should be an interesting fight. Let's go ahead and do this one. A strange little fight over here in the Trans-Mississippi. 5,500 Confederates against somewhere between 8,000 and 9,000 Union troops. At Little Rock, Arkansas. And it's a meeting engagement, of course. Well, it's not really. We're going to hold this place. But where are they going to come from? So they're going to. The Old Market Road is where they're coming in from. But where will they cross? There's a lot of crossings here, so I suspect it doesn't matter because whichever one I garrison, they will not come from. Basically, that's what the crack is going. I would think. So this one needs a pontoon bridge. This is a full bridge. So I mean, the thing is, if I put troops here, he's going to come at this one. If I put troops at this one, he's going to come at the other one. There's a ford up here as well. So he's got lots of choices. So I wonder if maybe we're going to be better off just defending maybe this hill with the objective. I'm not sure. Okay, so we've got the stone wall we can defend. We've got the guns back here. I really don't know what to do. We haven't got enough men really. I'll get these guys building the parapet and we'll just let them come. We'll see what happens. I'm going to move our guys down here. I'm taking a little bit of a gamble. Probably will be a mistake. Usually my gambles turn out to be mistakes. Oh. Maybe not this time though, because they are coming up. Coming up right here. I might pull back the skirmishers from Brian. Yeah, let's pull them back. I don't think we're going to need them over there. Let's just... get these skirmishers here to oppose this crossing. I wonder what kind of quality weapons these guys are going to have. I think that's going to be key here. See who they're going to throw over here. I thought they might just come charging headlong with their cavalry, but they haven't. Going to let the infantry come up first. First brigade here, 1,400 men. And the second brigade, 2,000 men. Yeah, this is going to be really hard. We've got pretty much no chance, actually. But we're going to try and contest this and see how it goes. Rifles. We're screwed here. I'm considering pulling out. 9,000 men in the field with better weapons. More guns, better weapons. Maybe we can soften these guys up a bit though and let Beauregard's men have an easier fight of it. But we're taking quite a bit of artillery fire here. Let's lay our guys down. Spazzing out. Very strange fight, nothing happening, they're just standing here. Just when I said that, this is all moving, of course. I don't think we can throw them back over the river here. I can't see how we can do that when they're armed with rifles and we aren't with muskets. Especially with mixed muskets. It's our first fight as well. I'm sure this army is experienced. These are the guys who defeated Van Dorn's force at P Ridge. Let's try it. We'll go forward. Let's get into this fight. Yeah, we're flat already. They're fleeing. I mean, but they're... I mean, honestly, this is just... So our men, it's still got 2,400 men standing, 467 lost. But like this brigade here, 650 casualties, 1,200 strength total. It's finished. Okay, we're going to withdraw. Terrible. A minor defeat, but it still stings. I think if we'd had better weapons here, we would have been okay. Could have held that forward better. Withdrawn from the battlefield. Not too bad. I mean, they lost 1,700 men. We lost 1,000. We lost a gun. They had 50 guns. I mean, what can you do here? So Lovell's going to pull back, and we'll move in with Beauregard, who will hopefully be able to finish these guys off. I mean, he should be able to. The biggest pain in the arse here is that we will lose Arkansas, Little Rock and Arkansas, and there's a depot there which the Union are going to capture and resupply, which is... Yep. Well, I know I've said it before, but I'll keep saying it. This is a hard campaign, a very hard campaign. The enemy suffered 1,695 casualties, 239 killed, 51 captured. Morale's eager. We lost 1,000 men, 143 killed, 168 missing, the rest wounded. Morale stable, supply mediocre. We captured 41 prisoners. Get your butt in here and get these guys sorted out. We need to crack some heads with Beauregard, basically. But again, weapons... Well, they're not as bad as the other unit, but at least we've got some rifles. And a couple of sets of guns. I mean, 3 guns. But we do have some cavalry here, which is nice. Let's see if we've got any better weapons to give out. Haven't got quite enough of the Jocelyn carbines close. And the Merrill carbines are close as well. And Richmond carbines, actually. But yeah, we're just short. I'm confident if Beauregard can get his arse over here that we can give them a kicking. I'm going to transfer Hobby's 3rd Texas Volunteers into Lovell's command. I mean, there's only 488 of them, but it's still going to bring him back up to almost 5,000 men. So I'm going to just run time a little bit. I want to get Beauregard over there. Basically, that's all I want to see happen here. And you should clearly be able to force march Beauregard here. Lovell's withdrawn in good order. So that's something at least. Here comes Beauregard. Oh, but we've got combat in the Eastern Theatre, so that's happening first. Low morale, 1,795 men. I'm not sure why that is, but we're going to fight this battle in the next episode. So we've got the Coast Division under Burnside taking on the 1st Corps under D.H. Hill. 16,000 men there. With 39 guns, 10,799 men for Burnside with 19 guns. So hopefully we can pick up a victory here, and then we can also pick up a victory in the Trans-Mississippi once we get Beauregard involved at Little Rock. So Little Rock is kind of a focal point for the moment, and so is the East. Obviously, there's always stuff going on here in the East. Very, very busy. Lots happening. Let's have a quick look at these forts. So both them 55 and 54% chance of victory. So it'd be nice if we could capture these 2 forts and then release these troops. So I guess the third corps isn't involved in this fight because they've got no supply and maybe got low readiness. But if we can knock the Coast Division away, that would be really nice. It'll be a close run fight, I would think, because all these fights have been close run. The difficulty level is very difficult. This is the hardest difficulty level, and they've really ramped this up. So, like, the resilience of the enemy troops is crazy compared to yours. Like we were seeing there, your brigades can suffer 300-400 casualties and they'll start running. Union can take 50, 60, 70% casualties and they're still blasting away, not bothered. So it's one of them things, like, you've got to be careful with what you're doing on the settings, I guess. So if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're not amazing at this game, like I'm not amazing at this game, even though I've got plenty of time in it, you're going to lose battles. But then it's a war, and you're going to lose battles, which is realistic. I mean, if you win all the time, what's the point in playing? But anyway, so we're going to fight this battle in the next episode. If you are new here, why not check out the channel? If you like this sort of content, subscribe. I've just started a new campaign of Crusader Kings 3 as well, which I'm really enjoying. So check that out if you're into that kind of thing. And hopefully I'll see you around. But if you subscribe, it would be much appreciated. I love it when people subscribe. I like people to get involved. And we've also got a little Discord community on the go where very friendly and lots of nice chats. I'll put a link to that in the comments, pin it at the top. So look out for that. There'll also be a series link. So if you're new to the series, or perhaps you've missed a couple of episodes, go back and check out the series playlist and check it out and see, just catch it where you've left off, basically. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you around in a future video if you are new here. And if you're not new here, then thanks again for watching. I'll catch you later and we'll do this battle in the next episode. Ta-ra for now.